In order to answer this question, we need to understand what is asked in this question. The question says which of the following answer choices directly supports the team's conclusion. So it's basically asking which of the answer choices strengthens the team's conclusion. What is the team's conclusion? The team concluded that BOVP is indeed transmitted from snakes to frogs, either directly or indirectly via HT. What is HT? HT is the horizontal transfer. Um, so one species, often bacteria, passes genetic material to an unrelated species. Now, of course, you'll have to read the entire text, but the main focus is going to be on the conclusion, right? So keep an eye on the main conclusion and underline that thing. Uh, now, to solve this question, we can eliminate the wrong answer choices and arrive at the right answer. Now, what are the types of wrong answer choices? Three of them are discussed here. So one type of wrong answer choice contains irrelevant information. What this means is that the information in the answer choice is not found in the text, and it's neither strengthens nor weakens the hypothesis or the conclusion in this case. So basically, we have to look out for words or phrases which are not indicated in the text. And so we can eliminate those answer choices. The second wrong answer choice would be one which weakens the hypothesis or weakens the team's conclusion. Right? The third type is one which provides indirect evidence. Now, indirect evidence means that information is contained in the text, but it requires an assumption from our end. It requires a leap of faith from our end to connect it to the hypothesis. Now, let's start eliminating the answer choices. The best way is to start comparing two of the answer choices and eliminate one of them, and then move on to the other answer choice. So let's start with A and B. So A says frog species with BOVB show few discernible advantages as compared with frog species that do not carry BOVB. Um, so here it's talking about few discernible advantages, but nowhere in the text does it talk about any advantages of BOVB, right? And plus, there is no mention of snakes in this one either. So this one contains irrelevant information, right? It's not adding to the conclusion because we are not really concerned if this one has advantages or not. That's not what the team's conclusion is. So option A is definitely wrong. So A fits this category of wrong answer choices. Now option B says BOVB can be transmitted across the frog species through HT. Now let's compare between B and C. What does C say? So BOVB cannot be reliably transmitted from a snake species to bacteria that are usually encountered by frog species. Now option C is clearly weakening the claim, right? It says this cannot be reliably transmitted from a snake species to bacteria. So this is not strengthening, it's weakening. So we eliminate this answer choice for sure. So answer choice C, it falls under this category. Now between B and D, let's read D. Parasites known to feed on species of snakes and frogs in which the BOVB gene occurs also carry BOVB. The word parasites is not mentioned in the text, but what is mentioned in the conclusion is um, that either directly or indirectly BOVB is transmitted, right? So parasites could be the medium through which BOVB is transmitted from snakes to frogs, right? Uh, but let's hold on. What does option B say again? BOVB can be transmitted across the frog species through HT. So this one is kind of partially uh, strengthening the claim. But what it does not talk about is that who transmits this BOVB. The conclusion is that it's the snakes that transmit the BOVB to frogs, right? Either directly or indirectly. But here, It's not talking about which animal, which species is transmitting uh, to the frog species. So this will rather require an assumption from our end that it is actually the snakes that transmit it. But there is no space for assumptions in SAT. So we can eliminate this answer choice. So this one is kind of providing indirect evidence. So it falls under this category, right? So the answer choice is D.